you want to create powerful and effective posts on social media? Then this course is for you. My name is Maria Lazarte, and I'm ISO Social Media Manager. And today, I will be sharing 12 steps to help you write great posts that will make an impact with the people you want to talk to. Step 1. Adapt your tone to the social media network and the audience that you're targeting. For example, you may want to use Facebook to raise awareness among the general public, while you may want to use LinkedIn to reach out to professionals in very specific sectors. Even if you don't make the distinction, your user will. People on Facebook are often looking for entertainment and to socialize with their friends, while people on LinkedIn may be expanding their professional network or looking for a job. So adapt your message to the site you're using. Step 2, and this is perhaps my most important piece of advice. Always put your audience first. Be relevant. Tell them what they need to know, not what you want to say. And this can be tricky. If you don't know what your audience needs are, you can either do some research or put yourself in their shoes and ask, do they really need or want to know this? Don't just say that you're the best, or give them a historical account of your product from the 1900s. But do tell them how you or your product can actually help them. Which is kind of related to the next step. And that is, keep it short. Don't try to say it all in one post. Your audience may not focus on what you want them to. Instead, say one thing and say it well. Step 4. Create shareable content. Think about what you share on social media. We often share content which is entertaining or funny. Spread the happiness. We share posts that have important or useful information which we think others should be aware of, like warnings and advice or simply how to do something. We share news about what's happening in the world, but perhaps what people like to share most is content that we find inspiring. Which takes me to step 5. Be positive. I'm not saying that you should only talk about happy and joyful things because, frankly, that may be annoying. But simply consider the impact of emotion on your audience. Anger is perhaps one of our most powerful emotions, and you get a lot of shares that way. But use it sparingly if you don't want to become a grumpy cat. Sad stories usually leave us too numb or depressed to do anything. Least of all, share your post. But inspiration is the recognition that even when the odds are against us, we can make a difference. And that is something we might want to share. Instead of talking about how the world will end by 2050, tell us how we can make it better. Yes, climate change is real, but by using environmental standards, one by one, we can change this. Which takes me to number 6, call to action. This is what helps your audience to understand what you expect them to do next. And don't let that be, like my post, please. Would you like them to use the standard, buy it, read your article, attend an event, share your post, comment on it? Well, say it, but make sure that you explain what's in it for them and create a sense of urgency so they act right now. Asking a question is also a great way to encourage interaction, which takes me to step 7. Be conversational. That's what social media is all about. Don't sound like you're trying to sell something. Be human. Be emotional. Be persuasive. Connect. One way to do this is by using personal pronouns like you, we, I, but not just tell your audience that you care. Show them. If you ask them a question, don't leave them hanging. Listen to what they say and show it by responding. Step 8 is make it visual. Let's face it, who doesn't like looking at pictures? And I don't mean just cute cats and places I want to go on holiday to. Visuals like photos, infographics, sketches, comics, videos, get a lot more interaction than plain text posts. The fact is, images are attention grabbers. They can make a point instantly and are easy to share. A picture is worth 1,000 words, they say. But only the right picture. The ones that complement your post. Photos that get your message across without additional explanation will have the greatest, most powerful impact. Step 9. Beautify. Okay, so you don't need to put makeup on your posts. But don't post an ugly link. Seriously, I see this all the time. Would you click on something if you have no idea where it leads to or what it is about? Make sure that you edit the title of your link to make it eye-catching, short, and to the point. Do the same for the description. Yes, lure that mouse click. Don't forget to include a good image and a catchy attention-grabbing comment at the top. Only then should you press send. Number 10. Use hashtags wisely. The mighty hashtag. Many ask how they work and what they do, so I'll explain it briefly. Hashtags are just a way of tagging your post so that you can be easily found and have conversations with people who are interested in the same things you are, or are participating in a common event. But don't overuse them. Hashtag hard to read, hashtag this is annoying, hashtag pointless. Using hashtags and words like car really don't add much, but an hashtag ISO 26000, it might be a good way to connect with others that are talking about the standard. Find the right hashtag for your post by clicking on it to see who else is using it. And if you're organizing an event, make sure that it's not being used for another purpose before you tell participants about it. Number 11. Target your post. Whenever available, use targeting to help your post reach the right people. For example, did you know that in LinkedIn you can target by industry, position, or business size? When you use targeting, your post will be seen by less people, but the ones who do see it are more likely to be interested and take action, increasing its popularity and engagement. You also avoid spamming those followers who are really not interested. Step 12, and this is my last piece of advice. Realize that one size does not fit all in social media. Your audience is different, your objectives are different, so you have to find out what works best for you. Think also of yourself as a user of social media. What do you like? What don't you like? Use this as a starting point. Then experiment with different types of content and see what works best. This will help you understand what content your audience likes. But keep it fun and spice it up. You don't want to fall into a boring routine. This brings us to the end of this module. Do you remember what the 12 steps were? See if you can list them all. Number 1, adapt your tone. 2, be relevant. 3, keep it short. 4, create shareable content. 5, be positive. 6, include a call to action. 7, be conversational. 8, make it visual. 9, beautify. 10, use hashtags wisely. 11, target your post. 12, experiment and monitor. Now this concludes the 12 steps for effective posts. We hope you enjoyed the course.